Victor. That's great.
Thank you very much.
Buenos dias, my love. Oh, darlings. Oh, Steve. Oh, my God. Oh, Steve. Steve. Oh, my God, Steve. We've been talking the whole time. That's so crazy.
I had that little panic there 3 minutes before we went on.
No, this is crazy.
I
didn't even, it was never connected. I was just, does this work or no?
No, you sound good, Bill.
Does it work? Can people hear me?
Great. You sound great.
Now Bill. I can really hear it. Now I can really hear it. Good morning, everybody. Wow. I was so busy just scrambling around like a little bee. Steve said that in the comment section yesterday, now you can see both of them. A pineapple lamp in my mom's living room. She's got 2 ceramic pineapple lamps. Of course she does. So what the hell is going on at my mom's house when I'm not with her 90% of the year? Okay. I don't want to ask. I don't want to know. Mom, is there any significance to the pineapple lamp? And if I ever walk in here and it's upside down, I'm literally going to freak out. Good morning, everybody. It's Morning Mics. I love your show, Brittany. There used to be a great radio DJ in DC. He was super cheesy, but and I competed against him because one of my first gigs when I was a younger man was I had a radio morning show in Washington, D.C. called Billy Bush and the Bush League Morning Show. But the big dog in town was Jack Diamond. Jack Diamond. You know he wasn't born Jack Diamond. It's a total radio name. But Jack Diamond used to always, they'd say, callers would say, I love your show, Jack. And he'd go, love your show, babe. Jack Diamond. Who knew Jack Diamond in the morning? I swear to God, somebody in this comment section definitely knew Jack Diamond. Hey, wait. Come. We have a celebrity appearance off the top here. Mom. Did you see her look? Her little bike helmet? She's 86 years old. She bikes all over the island. Yesterday, we played croquet against each other, mano a mano. You're supposed to play as teams, right? But it was just the 2 of us, so we each played 2 balls. Down to the wire. Down to the wire. It was 6-6 in the end. We had to do a pegging. Tomorrow, I'm going to play. Oh, Mom.
Yeah.
Come say hello.
Who is it?
Just say it's everybody.
Oh, my God. Mom, I love the helmet.
Say hello to everyone. Show them your biking helmet, which is better than a Viking helmet. There she is. Mom just bikes all over the place.
Is that my friend, Steve?
There's Steve.
Hey, Mom.
I've got sorrel soup today. Steve, Billy hadn't had any yet. Knowing him, he might not like it.
Oh, boy. I would love it. You know I would.
Steve loves Mom's soups.
I do.
He's a big fan of your soups. And we'll talk about your choice of lamps in here later. But we love the pineapple lamp. We do. There she goes. She's off. She's like breezes in. She breezes out. So we're playing croquet, and I'm there first because I'd taken the golf cart. She arrives and rides up the lawn, up the ramp, up onto the course, and hops off while the bike is still moving, puts the kickstand down, and walks out to play. She's 86 years of age and the most nimble human being I've ever seen. She's in sick shape and does the exercises every morning. Yeah. Well, okay, let's watch. Oh, she's sitting down with her back to us. Okay. She's changing out of the little Docksider shoe into a running shoe. Can't hear me. The hearing aids is just, they're right at the spot where I could say anything right now. Okay. My dad is 86. Too bad he's not single. Don't tease like that. Mom's single. Who's got a really old guy out there? Anyone have an old, like a dad still going that's, would like a firecracker of a, I think Mom's ready to date a little bit. she talked to my brother about it. And then she was like, but she didn't want to talk to me about it. She thought I would take it harder. So she started with the governor. And he was like, absolutely, Mom. And then he told me about it. And I said, of course. I mean, Dad and I were very, very close. And as you know that, I quote my father all the time. But I don't think it's his wish that, she be alone. There she goes. All right. Today, Mom and I are taking a journey, everybody. We are going down to about 35 minutes away to Palm Beach, and we're going to see Sean Hannity. Going to tape his podcast. He's got a new one. And I think he announced it just recently, but we were talking and he invited me to come down. So we're going to go to Sean's house today in Palm Beach, and I'm going to steal something from Sean's. I think, maybe I ask him for something, but that's happening this afternoon, about 5:00. So we'll see what that's all about. New series I'm watching. Who has seen DTF St. Louis? It's only 2 episodes out. It's the new Jason Bateman and David Harbour from Stranger Things. And that's Linda Cardellini in between them. DTF St. Louis is an app. The premise of the show, it revolves around a middle-aged love triangle. There they are, connected to a secret dating app called DTF St. Louis. It's for married people who basically want to meet in parking lots and boop, 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 boop. But it ultimately leads to a murder investigation. It's sort of a dark comedy. And I'll just say this, Jason Bateman kind of strikes again. What is it about Bateman? Here's Jules. I love Jason Bateman. I'll give it a go. Speaking of Jason Bateman and giving it a go, Steve, do you have something you want to share with the class today?
She's in the other room and she's gonna kill me. But my wife, she has a thing for Bateman, and the bigger thing is it's fine. She can have a thing for Bateman. I don't understand it. I'm always like, why not Brad Pitt, or why not? What is it with Bateman? That's my thing with Bateman. But yes, well, Letty and Bateman.
I mean, the chat will have to take over this explanation. But let me give my 2 cents on why Bateman.
Okay.
Safe.
Okay.
Safe. Nothing weird coming out of Bateman. You're not, I mean, if you're going to have an experience with Bateman, my guess for the ladies is he's not coming out with clamps and getting weird. It's what you see is, in fact, what you get. Joy put it very bluntly right there. Joy, he is funny and he is hot. He gets more attractive, I think, as he gets older. I think he's more attractive now than he was 20 years ago. And I think his hair, as a hair expert, I will say Bateman has a strong salad. I see him a lot. We play the golf, and I see him at the golf course all the time. So I do have regular check-ins with the man. He has great hair. He once did something very funny while we were playing golf. He had a 6-foot putt, and he barely missed it. And after he missed it, he said, it was the right club, which made me laugh. It was so subtle. The hair is always wildly long or in some weird position for some role he's filming, but he doesn't really miss, right? Like he hits a lot of triples. A bad one out for him is a double. Ozark is clearly a home run. He's just bankable. He's gotten and so I think there's definite
bankable, Billy.
I mean, take that K and replace it with a G, and he's that too, especially in your house. Yes, that word would be bangable. Bateman. I understand it. Let's see why he is. Okay, here we go. This is some good commentary. He is, okay, I like this one. Steve, I'm going to take this. Let's go to, he is calm and sexy without trying. Mm, that's pretty good. Mrs. Bateman, no nonsense wife, daughter of Paul Anka. That is true. Amanda Anka is his wife, but I don't see how that has anything to do with his je ne sais quoi. What I missed, is it the name of the show? Wait, I missed it. What is the name of the show? Oh, Mary, it's DTF St. Louis, which is an app. DTF, if you don't know, means down to, and it's a St. Louis chapter of this app, and that's where married people go and meet up. Okay. I love that pineapple lamp. Your mom just does what she wants. God bless her. Yeah. She's just blasting away on the phone in there, if you can hear her. Anyway, I've worked with Jason. He's as funny in real life. Lisa, remember, Lisa lives in Santa Monica, and she is our actress in the chat. Oh, Steve, did you put that up? Oh, that's Steve's other handle on YouTube. He goes by Soul Powerful, and he loves that little hairdo. Thank you, Steve. That's very sweet.
Leticia might be on 5 minutes delay because I just heard what in the other.
Bankable and bangable. We like it. That is Bateman. Thank you, Steve. Thank you again. Also, Steve goes by Little Miss Red Velvet OG. And he really likes that one a lot. He was funny in Horrible Bosses. Yeah, that's the Bateman thing. I don't know. You know, some would say, is this like having a crush on Seacrest? But, you know, look, it says a lot about who you are as a woman. And I think it's a woman of good taste if you're attracted to Bateman. Okay? Now, Bateman's best friend is Will Arnett. That's a different vibe. I've been following you 2 weeks now. I like the show. Jeff from Wisconsin. Jeff, thank you very much for being with us as we grow. I don't know if you know this, Jeff, but we are next Monday. We start at 9 a.m. Hot Mike says it's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be this and that combined in a sort of a made for I don't know. How do you say it? It's still going to be casual and a great chat and loosey goosey, but amplified a little bit. I love Will Arnett. I really do. I have to say, we had Will Arnett in for Hot Mics. It was one of our favorite episodes. We had a great time. His voice is very deep, gravelly. He has been the voice of GMC trucks, Will Arnett, for 25 years or something like that. It was one of his first gigs, and he's never lost it. I think he makes millions, like 5 million to 10 million a year, just voicing GMC trucks. Can you believe that? And he does it in his closet. That's right. You heard me. Will Arnett is in the closet. New book I'm reading. And this is these are my female credentials. Okay. My estrogen count does not need to be debated. When I say this is what I'm reading, my mom gave it to me. I know you've heard of it. Many of you have heard of it. Strangers, a memoir of marriage by Belle Burden. Short synopsis. The book begins in March 2020, right at the onset of COVID. Belle Burden is quarantining with her husband and her kids in Martha's Vineyard. They're wealthy people from New York, a lot of family money on both sides, mostly hers. Without warning, her husband announces in quarantine that he is leaving her, transforming overnight from a devoted partner, someone she has loved deeply for 20 years, into someone she barely recognizes, like, who is this person all of a sudden? Then she revisits the history of their relationship in the book, looking for clues that she may have missed about who he really was and why the marriage just unraveled. They met quickly. They were engaged after 3 months. It was a whirlwind. They worked together. They fell totally head over heels, and it ended as quickly as it began. And look, I feel like my head is going to explode from too much doom scrolling, frankly, too much Instagram, too much time online. It's a total drug that I'm trying to manage. But my mom was like, just read this wonderful book. She's like, everyone's reading it. She goes, I went to the Cos Club in New York. It's a ladies' club in New York City. And she's like, you wouldn't believe how many women were there. There was like 400 women in line ready to meet Belle Burden, the author. And it was like, 50 shades, but for the heart. It's not a sensual kind of erotic pulse pounder, but it hits all the big ones. The shock and grief of sudden abandonment and the social expectations placed on women to absorb betrayal quietly. Belle gets into her family history and her upbringing, prominent New York families. That's always fun to read about, right? Especially the flaws and the fissures within them. The memoir ultimately traces her transformation from a compliant, conflict-avoiding wife, who, by the way, sacrificed a lot. She was a big lawyer and, prioritized his career. She was nicknamed Belle the Good. She was such a conflict avoider. And then it turned her into someone determined to reclaim her voice and rebuild her life after the collapse of her marriage. So I think it's just like, I can relate to you, girlfriend. And this happens, right? And they were 20 years into their marriage when all of a sudden, bang, he just walked in. This is what's crazy. Do you have a friend? Or is it possibly you that's been in a relationship where you're just like, you thought you knew who the person was? And all of a sudden you wake up and it's like, oh my God, for 20 years, I have not known who this is. That's scary. And yet I think about the great sex therapist. No, not Dr. Ruth. I guess relationship expert, Dr. Esther Perel. Raise your hand if you know her, you know her work. She's like a Brene Brown kind of, but has an actual practice. When I was separated and trying to work out things, I actually tracked her down. It cost me $1,200 to spend 50 minutes with her. Yikes. But I was like, all right, I'll try anything to, figure out what's going on, shed some light. And she said, there's something so interesting, she said, and that is that we will all have, I think I've shared this with you. I know I have. We will all have 2 to 3 great loves in our lifetimes. Some people will choose to share that with the same person. And I think what she's talking about is, look at it as like 20-year installments. You got to re-up, because people change and become different people. And so that's kind of what happens to this woman in this book. And she's, just laying her life bare. Belle Burden, Strangers, a memoir of marriage. So I'm like 85 pages in and totally into it. When she talks about her childhood and her stupid nanny, I wanted to scream. Oh, you've read the book. I'm sorry, don't worry. I married a very wealthy Argentine whose secret kink was transsexual. Joe, the cat Sarnia. What? I nearly married a very wealthy Argentine whose secret kink was transsexual. Oh my God. Where's your book, girl? Oh, well, you didn't do it. Joy with an absolute cudgel of a comment. Men think with the wrong head. Joy's on fire right now. I think Joy's like wearing a robe and having a long Capri cigarette and a martini at this hour. Ready to go. Who would you cast in the movie? Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, you want us to keep the time? That's interesting. Look at this comment from Steele. The podcast should keep its time and name. Too good to give up. You like morning mics? It's kind of fun. It's an offshoot of hot mics. Fuck it, we can call it whatever we want. Good morning, hotties. Yeah, baby. Many women had to deal with tramp husbands. Oh my God. Do you really believe we only have 2 to 3 great loves? We fall in love easily all the time, but it's the work to stay in love. Some love to just fall in love. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Some people are just addicted to the newness, right? The hunt. And I get that. I mean, it's an absolute, we live in a dopamine fueled world, right? We're always looking for the next hit, or am I speaking for myself? Like something to stimulate. I'm definitely addicted to the little highs in life. And whether they come from your phone or, that bottle over there, or something I'm watching, like a series, like Love Story. I get dopamine hits from Love Story and DTF St. Louis. Some people get it from my hair. Billy's hair looks like an ocean wave today. Well, we are very close to the ocean. Here's Kylie, been married 29 years, and some of those were dog years. I said to my mom one time, I said, Mom, how did you and Dad, you made it 55 years of marriage? She's like, it's like, that's a beautiful time for you. Have a happy marriage that long? She goes, oh, happy. I wasn't happy the whole time. I said, what are you talking about? And she said, yeah, no, there were some tough years. I said, well, where I was miserable. I said, how many? She said, oh, about 15. Whoa. I don't think most of us can handle 15 days. It's like, I'm miserable. I need out. She was miserable for 15 years. Are we giving up something, do you think? Like we've lost that stick-to-itiveness. That's a term from my childhood. I don't know why, but it's an actual term. Is there a benefit to sticking through? My father used to say, peaks and valleys. And when you get through those valleys, the peaks are higher on the other side. The marriage is even better. The everything that comes with it is better. And every once in a while, you have to go through one of these periods in order to build up the appetite for the greatness that's on the other side. And that was his speech. Brenda says, having love for your ex with children together is normal. Save the best and move forward. Yeah. I don't know. I think unless one person feels like they really want to be in that still, that's the hard part. But I think if you're a couple that's like, you know what, it's been great. I think I'd like to go and change my life a little bit. And is that letting the kids down? Is it bad for the kids? I don't know. But I do know that this is an absolutely true comment. Pamela, makeup sex is fun. It's the best sex. There's no question that it's almost like, should we find a way to fight a little bit here so we can get to that point? There's two types. I think the top two forms of sex, makeup sex is the top. Thank God Mom and her little helmet are not here anymore. The second would be hotel sex. I think hotel sex is undeniably excellent sex. When you travel, let's say you get the bags, the luggage, you get to the room, you put the bags down, and I think there's an energy that begins right away. Like, before we even go to the pool, before we even think about going down to the lobby, just yeah.
For some reason, I was just thinking about wasn't it Modern Family where every Valentine's Day, they would go to a hotel and dress up as somebody else?
Oh yeah. No, Julie Bowen and Ty Burrell with the Dunphys.
The Dunphys, yeah.
Yeah, no, they would role play. It was a very funny episode, and he would be like an airline pilot, and she would be sitting there as like a secretary, and he'd walk up and go, "Hello." They'd meet in the hotel lobby bar, and then go upstairs. God, is that funny? And yes, Steve, an excellent episode.
Oh, great episode.
We might have to, for Valentine's Day, I think, geez, that's a long way away. I realized I looked at my That was last month. But Steve Levitan is a great friend. He's the creator, writer, producer, you guys, of Modern Family. So he wrote that episode. It'd be good to have him on for Valentine's Day to discuss it. Huh?
It just cracks me up. What Ty Burrell is so funny and everything he did. When he walks in a different outfit, he's like, well, hello.
Oh, you know, it's funny. I'm thinking about like these legendary episodes. That would be fun to break down. My neighbor and great friend, with whom I also play the golf, is Alec Berg. And he's a great writer. He co-created Barry with Bill Hader for Netflix. And he was one of the creators of Silicon Valley. He wrote for Curb Your Enthusiasm. His first job was the last 4 years of Seinfeld. That was his first major gig as a writer. And I said, give me a famous, iconic phrase or concept or word from Seinfeld that's like national global lexicon now. And he said, oh, regift. Regifter. I said, you invented that? He goes, yeah. We were in the writer's room and I was like, I got a great idea. What do you guys think about this? And he invented the term regifting and now we all use it. I'm sitting there with him. I said, I've known you for so long. And you are the guy that invented the word regift. I thought that I look at him differently now. It's just, it's legendary. No soup for you. I don't know if that was him. Okay. There's that. Oh God. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's pretty good. Master of your domain. Absolutely. Correctamundo. Regift. I know. Isn't that great? You got it. Alec Berg. Just remember that name. Festivus. It's for the rest of us. Okay. What the hell is going on with fashion? Can we discuss for a minute? I'm going to call this fashion overboard. Have you heard of a guy named Duran Lantink? He is the new creative director of Jean-Paul Gaultier. Now, these fashion creative directors have to come in, they have to do their runway shows, and they have to captivate, they have to shock. And I just, the pressure on them must be overwhelming. But this guy, I mean, none of this is wearable shit. None of this is beautiful fashion, in my opinion. Please roll it. Here's Duran Lantink of Jean-Paul. The hair shirt on this woman with a hairy ween. That's a woman. Oh my God. This is okay. That's terrible. Oh my God, son. Oh, okay. This is, no one would ever wear any of this. Here we go. Let's take a look. Okay, guy. Is that a guy? I don't know. Oh my God. Look at this dude. Borat wouldn't wear. You go, Jean-Paul Gaultier. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, look at this, the torpedo tits, and now you got this scuba gear, and that is, okay. That's kind of a Borat dress for a woman right there, okay. Right, whatever that is, no one would ever wear that. Okay. High pressure oh my God, the pressure to shock on the runway. Look at all this weird gear. The hair shirt is disgusting, and the hairy package and the hairy legs. Dear God, take it down. What do you think? Well,
I think high fashion is supposed to inspire. Did any of that inspire you for anything you're going to wear today, Billy? Like inspire a new look?
Well, it inspired me to shave my legs. I don't have hairy legs, though. I mean, I don't. Mom's friend was over here last night, and she said, you know what? You have the greatest legs. I said, oh. She's 85. I said, well, okay. All right. Very athletic legs, she said. Athletic legs.
Everyone notices, Billy. Everyone notices the power.
I mean, legs are important. They carry you around. Really, Billy, you don't go dining in your codpiece. It's a great word is codpiece. I love it. Okay, let's just. Oh, here's someone. Jackie says there's a guy on YouTube, Steve. IOX_XO. He creates mock fashion on shit like that. It's hilarious. Let's write that down. Can you record that, Steve? IOX_XO. All right, let's go and meet somebody new. Rich English Dick, I don't think your legs look good, Billy. Whoa, that was really tough. I don't think so.
He came right at you there.
Yeah, he came hard at me. English Dick. That's awesome. Have the best time ever. Oh, and in London. Oh. What is Joy? Steve, Joy says, what does codpiece mean? Codpiece is like what George Clooney wore as Batman. It's a cup. It's an athletic cup in the front. It's what Mikhail Baryshnikov wore in the front to make sure that there wasn't too much of an outline of a male organ, right? It's just it would be a large sort of a cup is what we called it when I played hockey, right? An athletic protector of the unit. A codpiece is a 15th, 16th century European fashion item, originating as a functional triangular pouch of fabric to cover the gap between men's hose, derived from the Middle English word for scrotum. Steve, how did that get up on the screen? Was AI listening and all of a sudden it threw that?
I did it.
You did?
I did.
That was quick. Would you just say, give me a definition for a codpiece?
I got a definition and then I put it into the thing and posted it. Thank you.
Women of all ages love calves. We need some of Billy's. Only 2 days left of hot mics. Well, listen, we're just going to the next level and it's going to be fun, but we're still going to chit chat away. So listen, and on the fashion front, I told you one of my obsessions and one of my favorite, wells of dopamine is the love story series. It's not even that good. It's just rich in I didn't get closure. I don't think any of us did on the relationship of JFK Jr and Carolyn Bassett. They were taking it at too much of a prime. But the series, look at the looks. Speaking of the fashion, look at these two just effortlessly sexy together. Look at his headband. I mean, he had a hipster vibe to him. Oh, I only like red lipstick on her, no one else. Sailing. Look at this, chic in New York, walking the dog. The wedding in Cumberland Island, Georgia. Rolling the streets of Soho, back of a car. His bike, always biking in New York. Handsome. The hair, the suits, the sexiness between these two. Oh my God. It's intoxicating. There they are on wedding day. Anyway. I can't get enough. The fashion is exploding, of course, online, people sharing. But for the series itself, for Disney Hulu, this is their biggest series in the history of the company, which isn't very long, of course, but over 25 million hours of streaming of love stories so far. So it's huge for them, and it's spawned all these crazy events, look-alike contests in Central Park, women dressing like her. This is a guy who won the JFK Jr. He doesn't look anything like JFK. You got to be a fool to enter yourself. Oh, he's okay. All right. She does not look anything. Okay. See, no, guy. No. You got the black hair. No, this guy won. Hold it. Are you kidding me? Let me go back to this guy. This guy won. What the hell? He can't win. The JFK Jr. Biggest Hunk Award? You've seen this. Women are dressing like Carolyn Bassett. This guy doesn't look like JFK. Oh my God. First of all, you have to have a huge ego to enter yourself in a JFK Jr. lookalike contest. You have to have a massive ego, or a girlfriend who is high on crack. You look like him. I do? What are you talking? Okay, that guy will do anything she says. But nobody looks like him except the actor who plays him, in Love Story. They found the ultimate guy, Paul Anthony Kelly, and I saw an interview with him where he was like ready to quit acting. That big, handsome stud couldn't get any gigs. He was doing it for 12 to 13 years, and he was about to pack it in. Got the role of JFK Jr. It's exploded. And now people are making their boyfriends dress like the guy, and, these lookalike shows. Like I said, the series isn't even that good. I think it's a little off in some ways. I keep wanting it to be more, but it's still good enough. It created an appetite for these two, and then it filled it. It satiated us. You know what I mean? It created the demand and then delivered on it.
Daryl Hannah is not happy about it, but it's not stopping you. You're like, no, I'm still entertained.
Yeah.
Billy, I popped up while you were talking. There was also a lookalike in DC. This guy, I am questioning right here. I don't see it. But
you know what? He may be thinking that I'm going to go as, I can't remember the guys, but if you're watching this series, the dude that plays JFK Jr.'s partner in George Magazine,
okay.
The money guy.
Okay.
Every hot person has a not so attractive friend they like to tote around. And that's that guy. None of JFK Jr.'s good buddies were anywhere near as handsome as him, but that's a big bar anyway. That dude's just crazy handsome. Jesus. Even I look at him, I say, ooh. Oh, whoa. Joy told her son could pass as JFK Jr., but he's only 33. Always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Please feel free to submit anyone in your life that you think looks like JFK Jr. And we will be nice because we're a family here. But I can tell you, it's probably not going to be like, don't expect to hear a lot of, oh my God, you're so right. I don't think so. Now, Joe the Catsarnia, you're terrifically lovely, and I'll take that as a nice compliment, but obviously don't look anything like that guy. John was a handsome, gorgeous, tall, beautiful man. I'm going to move on in case this goes in the wrong direction. Another handsome man who's 5'6" is Tom Cruise. Okay, maybe 5'7". Did you see? If you thought you saw something weird over the weekend, like maybe you were in the Hollywood area, Melrose Avenue, the Paramount lot, where there is a big water tower like they have on the Warner Brothers lot, and it's kind of the Paramount water tower is their landmark in Hollywood, and Tom Cruise was on the top of it. They were filming a big hype video for the new Paramount Skydance company. Now that Paramount or Skydance purchased Warner Brothers for $111 billion, $31 billion more than the agreed upon deal for Netflix to buy Warner Brothers at $80 billion. I mean, I don't know. I listen, for fear of never working again and losing my home, I don't want to criticize the leadership at Paramount Skydance, but it just seems to me on face value, paying $31 billion more than the guy before you who was buying the exact same thing doesn't seem like very good business to me. But again, what do I know? Were Sydney Sweeney's bras hung up there too? No. It's so funny. I know I was sitting having lunch with the guy who's a big investor, and we were talking about an investment he made in the new NA beer with George Clooney and Randy Gerber and all that. And he said, yeah, we haven't done much. And we did one thing in the retail space. We did Sydney Sweeney's lingerie. I said, what? You did that too? Oh, I wish this guy would book guests for us. Holy shit. Anyway, Tom Cruise up there shooting a big promo. He had just left Paramount. He did Paramount. He was with Paramount for Mission Impossible and and Top Gun and all that. And then he went and did a deal with Warner Brothers. And I guess now he's back because Warner Brothers was purchased by Paramount. This is how far people will go to get Tom Cruise back. Tom Cruise was at the Saturn Awards on Sunday. Here he is in a picture with Guillermo del Toro. Caption contest. What is Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise is having the night of his life. Look at the guy in the between in the background. He looks like he's curious about the person taking the picture. But this is a great photograph. Some still photographer caught Tom Cruise in a moment. He's got his right hand on Guillermo del Toro's left shoulder, and he's pointing. You're still so fat. It's an Ozempic era. What are you doing? Look at you. What is he saying? He's
saying, so
saying,
Tom Cruise. This is like he could be saying, "I drank water." Like he could be saying anything.
Anything. What the hell is he? Well, here, Tom Cruise, one of the most underrated actors in Hollywood. Has he won an Oscar yet? He has not. I don't think. He was nominated for Sugar Magnolia, some Magnolia. I think it's just, I'm adding things to the Magnolia. It's just Magnolia. I think he was nominated in the supporting actor category for that. Tom Cruise is a bit overzealous for me, says Carol. Yeah, he's intense. He's definitely intense. No, look at this. Mary absolutely can't stand Tom Cruise. He puts on a good show, though. I love Guillermo del Toro. I don't really know Guillermo del Toro. But yeah. Oh, look at this.
That could be what Tom's saying there.
Like
I love Guillermo del Toro.
Of course I'm richer than you. Look, of course I'm richer than you, Guillermo. Pretty good.
You could just be saying you're Guillermo.
Yeah. Scientology alert. Yeah, I don't know. He's full of himself, says Mary. Mary, I don't know. He brings on, he puts on a good show. That's what I like. Anyway, there's Tom. Timothy Chalamet. He's in a little bit of trouble. Chalamet. He ruffled some feathers last month when he said, look, I'm glad to be an actor rather than working in the opera, which no one cares about anymore. This is one of those examples where people get mad at a privileged person for saying something that is true. Maybe it comes off because he is privileged and young and everything goes his way. But I can't argue with what he said. Nobody does give a shit about the opera, except my mom. The opera has done a terrible job of bringing on the next generation, of keeping people interested. And it's too bad, because I bet an opera night is pretty great. But, I don't know. All Chalamet was saying is the truth. This is like, remember when they ran Matt Damon out of town in the Me Too movement? Matt Damon said, look, there's a difference between a tap on the ass and the R word, R-A-P, sexual assault. He said there's a difference between a tap on the ass and S.A. And then the media chopped off his comment there and put it out there, and the Me Too movement went crazy. Screw you, Matt Damon. Who the hell are you to say that? They went nuts on him. But they didn't include the second half of his sentence. He said there's a difference between a tap on the A and S.A. Neither are welcome, to be sure. And I think, is there anything in that comment that isn't true? You know what I mean? Neither are welcome. Both are horrendous. Don't do it. Leave people the hell alone. But there's a difference between a tap on the biscuit and S.A. I think everybody would be able to, in a less crazy time, admit that to be true. Timothy Chalamet dates a Kardashian. Don't take him seriously. I can't stand Timothy, says Suzanne. Oh my God, what a dunce. Well, I do. There's a definite like. Is that a weird relationship, right? I mean, Timothy Chalamet and little Kylie Jenner. I mean, it's kind of odd, right? Am I wrong? Tom Cruise is not someone you would want to marry, but he does his own stunt work. That's hard to reconcile. There's Lawson. Lawson, remember yesterday when we thought you were an AI bot, and now we know you're a real person? Oh my God, so great. Joy, oh my God, anyone who dates a Kardashian needs to have their head checked. Ooh, Chalamet. Chalamet is going to grow up into a better man. He's still young. That's true. Oh my God. How young is Chalamet? He's got to be like 26 or something. Younger than that? I don't know. It's he's a child. Yeah. All right, Timothy's going to grow into a better man. We're down with that. English Dick, I know plenty of women who like a tap on the butt, as you call it.
Bill, I was thinking Chalamet. Saturday Night Live did a Chalamet joke, and they said they went on and on about this whole thing about him saying he doesn't care about opera. Then they said, coming from the man who just did a movie about ping pong.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Exactly. Can you say ping pong? I thought that was considered racist now. You're supposed to say table tennis.
Table tennis. Yes.
It's cancelable to say ping pong.
Okay.
All right. The chat belongs to you. I just want to say, I want to say a word about Britney Spears. She's hired a lawyer. And, she was pulled over for DUI last week. She's got a lawyer. And I just want to say to the district attorney in Ventura County, it's not Nathan Hochman because he's Los Angeles County. It's this guy, I think his name is Eric Nasarenko. And he is the DA in Ventura County because she lives outside of LA, up there in Kardashian land, by the way. She's in Calabasas, I think, maybe even beyond. I think she might be beyond in like Thousand Oaks kind of area. But that's Ventura County, and that's this guy. And I hope he doesn't try to make an example of her by sending her to jail. And some of you may be like, it's time to go to jail. She keeps, she was not long ago, she got away with it, but there was video of her drunk driving, clearly drunk driving and swerving all over the place, and she made it home. But then she did it again. And, this is endangering other people's lives. I get it. But she is kind of a national treasure, you know what I mean? And I feel like we're all invested. We should be invested in seeing her make it out and make it to normalcy. The chances are not high, in my opinion. I mean, it's just like, unless every good thing comes together at the same time, I don't think going to, look at this. It will help her to go to jail. I don't believe so. I think they need to send her to a serious rehab for 90 days, not 30 days, and help her get off of, if she's still on it. She's had a long struggle with Adderall. That is a complete brain dysregulator, taken, as an everyday sort of thing, as a, all day long kind of thing. It dysregulates people's minds. It makes them, pushes them to craziness. And I think her brain is so fried on that stuff, this is my own opinion, that it's going to take at least the 90 days, if not 120. But wouldn't it be great to see her make an ultimate recovery, if that's even possible, if too much damage has not been done already? But I don't think she needs jail. I do think she needs, but this could be the threat of jail could be ultimately what gets her to a real rehab. So I don't know. If I'm the judge, I do my best to put a little scare into her and then send her to where she needs to go. I don't know. Wouldn't it be great to see Britney make a recovery She's a sweet kid. We all grew up kind of with Britney. Our kids grew up with Britney. I was a young radio disc jockey playing Britney Spears, 3 times an hour in the early days. And send her to 90-day rehab at least, and then back into a conservatorship. Okay? She does need a conservatorship. And all those free Britney, placard carrying losers that are outside the courthouse, trying to make sure that she can have her life back. Do you see what she does with her freedom? Like this, okay, people deserve freedom. I get it. I mean, this is America, but this is also not a person that is capable in this situation, in this time of her life, of taking care of herself. She's not. I think she's trapped at a childhood age, okay? And she needs construct. She needs structure around her, or terrible things are going to happen, like this. Not totally vindicating for her father, who was a compromised and flawed man, but I mean, she was definitely better off, I think, with him than without. So find someone else then. That's it on Britney. Do we agree with that? I feel sorry for Britney too. Yeah. In my opinion, nobody should get nailed for drunk driving. That's why we have Uber, and especially celebrities. They can afford drivers. Yeah. This is but she wants her freedom. She wants to drive her cute little car, hammered, to go down and get cigarettes or something at the convenience store. These are not good decisions being made there. Please take your mom to Buc-ee's in Fort Pierce. That would be fun to see. It's awesome. Okay. Britney must be saved. Comments rolling in support of Britney, and, one saying she should go to jail. It will help her. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder how Wendy Williams is doing in her conservatorship. I'm nervous to call, but I think I should. Should I call Wendy Williams today and see how she's doing? I've got her. I bet her number's still the same. I'm obsessed with the pineapple lamps. Sorry if we're getting off track here. Oh, thanks. Can you believe we have them? Like, how odd is that Mom has pineapple lamps in? And if you're just joining us, we have an upside down pineapple thing here. We all heard that that's what swingers do. That's what they put outside their door to suggest to others that there's some wild shit behind the door. Come on.
And by the way, we sent one upside down pineapple to investigate this on a cruise, and she never came back. We sent someone to investigate this 6 months ago.
Back in the early days of Morning Mike's, we sent, I forgot her name, Julie. I think it was Julie. And she was like, look, I'll go investigate. I'm going on a cruise with my husband, and I'll put an upside down pineapple on our door and see if swingers come by and knock. We never heard from her again. So maybe it means something. It's Lisa. Oh my God, you're right. Sorry. That's exactly right. Not Julie McCoy. I heard cruise ship and I felt Julie McCoy and I got a little, off track, but Lisa. And we never heard from Lisa again. I hope nothing terrible happened. She went the other way. Lisa and Mildred, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You know what? Does anyone get the feeling that Mildred's going to reappear at some point? We're not done with Mildred. There's no way. It's a Florida thing, Buc-ee's. When I lived in Boca, everyone had at least one pineapple statue. Oh, one pineapple. It's a Florida thing, the pineapples. I thought oranges were the pineapple thing. Okay. Joe says, I'm totally obsessed with the pineapple lamps. Billy, I had a pineapple chandelier and sconces because pineapple is the international symbol of welcoming. Started in Hawaii, of course. Well, an upside down pineapple means welcoming in a very kinky way. So that's what explains the upside down pineapples. Oh my God, unbelievable. Couple other things on today's agenda. And screw you, Mark Zuckerberg. Can I say this? And his purchase of Molt Book. I'm telling you, big tech is the end of us. Does the good outweigh the bad with big tech? I think the bad outweighs the good. We need texting, maybe a little Instagram. Now we've got Molt Book from Meta, and literally, Zuckerberg, you can shove Molt Book up your ass. It is a laboratory or an academy for AI agents, AIs, to socialize and experiment with decision-making and emergent behaviors like arguments and cooperation. It's a laboratory for AI bots and agents to interact with each other, and then we learn from them. It's Reddit, basically, for AI agents. So these human researchers at Meta watch the agents interact with each other and upvote on certain topics. What is left for us as human beings to engage in? This, of course, but I don't know. To me, I worry big tech, when they're done with us, we will be impotent, mentally, physically atrophied, brains like Jell-O, numbskull people. Who don't put on their sneakers and go for a run, and I don't know. You know, is the ultimate goal for AI agents to learn how to grow skin? Robotics and AI come together, they learn to grow skin, and they become people, and they have sex with each other, and then I don't think you'll ever be able to create a reproductive system so you have a whole different race. But I don't know. Are we just sitting by while little pipsqueaks like Mark Zuckerberg destroy civilization, human beings? I'd like to be more progressive. I'd like to be more optimistic and more embracing of all these exciting developments, but I'm not. Because I just see more trouble ahead. It just drives me crazy. I see it, and nothing pisses me off more than when you see like some kind of cool video or something, and then you find out later it's AI, it's ripped from a video game. There's 70 million hits on these bombing videos from Iran, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, they're lighting up the sky," and it's AI. It's actually from a video game, and someone just lies. And I don't know. I want to be in touch with people. I like the connection. Okay. I've never noticed. Oh, look at this. Look, I've never noticed Billy's cross tattoo on his wrist. There it is. My daughter, Josie, when she was 18, she said, "I want to get a cross tattoo on my wrist, and I want you and Mom to get one too." And I said, "Oh, it's fine with me, as long as it's small and right where it needs to be." So I kind of love it. It's my favorite one. I also have a bit of a prison tattoo on my shoulder, and I'm going to be honest with you, that was drunk in Mexico. And a buddy of mine, it was rainy, and we were like, "Let's get some tattoos." And it's a heart with the initials of my wife, Sydney, at the time, and each of the girls. I'm going to show it to you, but it's terrible. My father-in-law, who's no longer with us, he said this, "Hey man, that's Billy's prison tattoo." I know, you're shocked. I don't look like the kind of guy that would have a tat on his back shoulder, but there it is. So Steve has serious tattoos. Steve's a real tattoo guy. Look at
I got a few here and there.
Yeah.
I think I'm up to 8 or 9. I'm not like crazy nuts, but I got my back and my arms, my side. But it's all stuff. It's all my own drawings and my daughter's names and dates and stuff.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love those. And I love the girls.
This is my house that I grew up in. You can't see it here, but this is literally the house I grew up in.
Oh yeah, really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's new though. That's recent.
Yeah,
right?
this one I got in the fall. You can't.
The house
That's
you
like my
grew up-
bedroom window. That's my bedroom window.
You are like what's that? What's the girl? What's the country singer who sings? She was married to Blake Shelton. I haven't heard from her in a long time.
Who? Oh, yeah.
And she sings "My house is my home that I grew up
Why am I
in."
mind blanking on her?
Miranda Lambert.
Miranda Lambert. Oh my God, the fact that I couldn't think of that. It's good.
Wow, look at this. Joe loves it. 9 tattoos, a lot, Steve. Doesn't hurt though. How bad is the pain of tattooing from 1 to 10? Not at all. It feels good, right, Steve? You like
None of this stuff doesn't bother me. In here, which is a pretty much a drunken tattoo, this hurt a lot right there. I always tell people right there was the only tattoo I remember.
Oh,
that
that's
really
a soft spot. You don't want to
Yeah.
mess with anything in there.
Yeah, and my spine on my back, right
Steve,
when
the
they went down
song-
my back.
The song is called "The House That Built Me." The house that built me. I think that's it. Bring back tribal upper arm tats. Okay. What the hell? There's Ashes. Ashes. Ashley Walsh is my guess, and her friends call her Ashes. Ashes to ashes. All fall down. Okay. How about how crazy is it in California? Just want to talk about like California is still as woke as hell. Okay. And you leave them to their own devices. The craziest shit's going to come out of here on April 1st of this year. And maybe this is bogus because it's April Fool's Day, but it's not. On April 1st of this year and annually thereafter, every April 1st, all venture capital firms headquartered in California are going to be required to file a report with the state disclosing the demographic data of every portfolio company that their firm has funded or invested in, including the sexual orientation of its founders. It's called the Fair Investment Practices by Venture Capital Companies Law here in California, signed by the great Gavin Newsom, an admitted dyslexic. So you'll be able to determine if you're going to invest in, I don't know, this new space mirrors company. You have to disclose and find out, to make sure that all kinds of people are represented who are business owners and are receiving large funds. It's not just rich, aggressive white guys. You have to do interviews. Well, how do you find out the sexual orientation of the person running the startup you want to invest in? How do you find that out? Do you say, how many? Isn't that invasive? Reminds me of the old joke of the guy who's like, who says, how many wieners do you have to have touched in order to qualify as bisexual? And please don't say 4. Just asking for a friend. This is such a weird law. Like, why does it matter what the sexual orientation, race? Stop trying to this is the wokeness of the far left. You did so well when you abandoned this. Why has it always been there? Has it just been dormant? Is it making a comeback? This is what alienates you from regular, normal people. This type of crazy shit. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I was going to talk a little bit about Epstein and his inner circle, but that son of a bitch needs a day off from, okay? He's dead. But I still want accountability. Anyway, we've rock and rolled for a long time. I'm going to see Sean Hannity today. I'll tell you all about Sean. Maybe I'll make a little video and a greeting from Sean. Here's the thing about Sean. I don't know what your politics are, if you're left or you're right. This guy's definitely right. I mean, he's kind of in support of everything Trump does. We'll engage on that. But I like him. He's I don't agree with him on everything at all. But I like him, and people like him. Everyone who works for him, this is interesting, likes Sean Hannity. Every person on his staff of every stripe likes Hannity solo. Okay? Yeah. I would pop a gummy, says Jackie. Should I pop a gummy before I see Sean? Hey, dude. What's going on, man? Yeah, you're down the middle, Billy. It's called common sense. Oh, my brother, the governor, on his birthday, he was in a Republican debate last night held by the Common Sense of Maine sort of organization. And I watched it online with my mom over dinner. He did great. Great.
Hey, Billy, a reminder for the audience, you can pitch it more than me. We're airing the MDMA show today.
Oh, today.
Yeah. It's
oh my
already
God,
up. It's premiere. I put it up already.
Steve,
so yeah.
You are correct. Guys, the MDMA journey I did. Now I've done 2 psilocybin journeys. I told you one was amazing and like pooping rainbows. And the second one was very hard and loaded with anxiety. It showed me that there's something blocked in me that needs to be worked through. And psilocybin, you know, is a treatment that takes you where you need to go, not where you want to go. So I didn't want to go to where this thing said I needed to go because it was like brutal. I was in a fetal position with anxiety for 3 hours. But as it settled in the months following, I ended up doing an MDMA journey, which is a lot more gentle. And what MDMA does is dampen the ego, the voice in your head, all the way down, so that you're just simply left with the truth about your life. And wow. So today's MDMA journey is at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. It drops. Keith Crossley, who is the author of the book State Within Light, is my guest, and he's there with me for the before and the after. The first 30 minutes of the episode is the before, what to expect, what we're looking for, what in my life I need to fix, and like maybe you'll relate to it. And then the second 30 minutes is after the journey, and like hours after. I slept, but I got up the next morning and came in, and we did the second half of the episode. So it's really, I'm going to say it. It's brave. It's vulnerable. It's exploring an area that has gained a lot of traction. I'm a big believer in the future of psychedelics to treat anxiety, depression, and unlocking things in you that keep you stuck. I believe in it. So that's happening today. I'm glad you're intrigued, Ashes Walsh. Take a look. Take a listen. It drops 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 Eastern. That's it. See you for Morning Mics tomorrow after my date with Sean. We love Sean. Sean Hannity. Beautiful guy. Probably has I think I saw he's selling that, his Palm Beach house. I think it was like $45 million. Made a lot of